To the right hand, being caught. Oh, intercepted by Tiger. Oh, no! Intercepted by Cincinnati. Start loading. It looks like that. The place start loading and the Ava. Oh, no! Keith Lee. Oh, a double team. Come on, PJ. Forrest, 1. Oh, PJ fell out. 2, 3 strikes. Should I get up, PJ? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
This is Uneducated Sports Talk. Stay smart, stay uneducated.
Welcome all sports fans and everyone across the nation. This is Tuesdays with TJ, the NFL Podcast, episode 56. That's right, I'm your host, Carlos Clayton. Here's the beautiful co-host, PJ, and of course, the main man of the evening, Mr. TJ Tracy. What is up, TJ?
I'm doing well, thank you very much. Please, anyone in the chat, let me know how I'm doing, if I'm juttering, if I'm smooth. New things are happening, so I just need to know the results. But secondly, how are you doing, Carlos? I hope you're having a great day.
I'm better. Busy day.
You're better?
Yeah, I've been better. How about that? But busy day at work, man. But we are here right now. Hey, I'm alive to tell the story. I'm blessed to tell the story. So that is all that
That's good
matters.
indeed.
Hey, but no, right now I'll be the judge. Right now you're looking good so far. Everything looks
Yeah?
good. Yeah. You haven't froze one time yet, and usually you've been like you freeze like every a good day for you is like freezing like once every like 8 seconds. So far,
Damn!
so far you've gone a full minute and a half, nothing. So we're good.
Fantastic. It shows what actual decent Wi-Fi does.
There we go, man. Yeah, hit that like button for us. Hit that subscribe button and do us all a favor. Keep the chat rocking and rolling. Keep the chat rocking and rolling. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. We're on our road to 3,000. We're less than 20 away from 3,000. So please hit that subscribe button if you guys your first time checking us out. This is the NFL Podcast. Rep your team. To rep your team. We don't care what team it is. Just rep them. Whatever team it is, let us hear from them. Let us hear from them. Our story today for the poll question is NFC West. Who do you trust more down the stretch to win that division or to go far in the playoffs? Doesn't matter. Rams, Niners, Cardinals, Seahawks. Please let us know in the poll down below, y'all. Let's get
What's
into it.
your answer?
It's a good question. I didn't even vote yet, but right now I'm probably gonna talk about the team that I want to talk about right now. Matter of fact, the Los Angeles
Oh,
Rams,
yeah?
and that's probably who I'm going to vote for when I do. No, that is who I'm going to vote for, and I'll tell you why. Because of their freaking quarterback. Uh, you know, as long as you have Matt Stafford, you got a chance. But we are a podcast of the good. So let's break down the good first. And what we got, TJ, was not only a good game, a great game, and though, look, I don't mind a 44 to 42 kind of game if it happens once every blue moon. If it happens like every other week, then it kind of gets boring. But so far in today's NFL, we don't get a lot of scoring like this. And for both teams to put up 40 plus, yeah, it's kind of cool to see. It's almost like when the Rams and the Chiefs had that crazy
Chiefs. Yeah,
game
that's
a couple
exactly
of
what I
weeks
was
ago,
to
whatever
say.
it
Yeah.
was. Yeah, it feels like something like that. We don't get it often, so it's cool to see it every now and then. So let's talk about the Bills and the Rams in that shootout. That was an amazing game, and Matt Stafford and company come out with the victory over Buffalo. Rams beat the Bills 44-42 in the shootout. Are the Rams still a dark horse in the NFC? And if not, who is your dark horse?
See, the only problem with that Rams is I quickly want to look at something. How far out are they on the NFC West?
One game.
Just one game.
One game.
Oh gosh, that was. Thought it was more.
Now,
I am.
Seattle's 8-5, and the Rams are
Yep.
7-6.
And Arizona, who was leading the conference, has dropped to
I think 6 and 7.
6-7. Yeah, and obviously the Niners are so beat up. It's ridiculous. You know what? I was gonna keep with Seattle, but no. Look, I think you're right. LA Rams is, I think, a very dark horse. They've gone toe to toe with obviously the very best, I think, in the AFC in the Rams, and it was very fun. 900 total, 902 total yards, 11 touchdowns, zero sacks taken, which is crazy for that O line. It is quite funny though. The Bills are the first team in NFL history to score 6+ touchdowns without a turnover and still lose the game. Which,
It's
oh, poor Josh
one of
Allen.
those days, man. It's just one of those days. Um, my dark horse is the Rams. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
budge off of that. Not just to win the division in the NFC West, but also to if I had to trust a team to go far in the playoffs in the NFC West, it would be the Rams. I like their
Oh yeah.
quarterback, in a day and age where quarterbacks can either make you or break you. One consistent is as long as you got Stafford there, who is a veteran presence, and all this Tom Brady talk, Drew Brees talk, and Pat Mahomes talk, we keep forgetting about Stafford, who is also Super Bowl champion, and he
Mhm.
still got it if he has time with that O line. He's still got it if you give him any hope of an area or a great pocket, he can find ways to get that football down the field. It's just one of those things that he's just got to find a way. But if he does, man, he's very deadly. And usually, when you have this Rams team and you have this defense that's kind of, the Rams really haven't shown you a massive passive attack at all this year. It's been mostly on the ground with Kyron Williams. But every other game, you realize what Stafford can do, his capabilities,
Yeah.
and this is one of those games. Albeit still wasn't a tremendous game from a quarterback standpoint, but the running game was there, and time possession. They made sure no turnovers as well for the most part. They took care of the football, and that team that I saw on any given day that could be anybody in the NFL. That's why
Yeah.
I think the Rams are the dark horse in the NFC to probably go and make a deep playoff run. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna keep it real. If we get Rams versus Vikings playoff,
Ooh.
I'm going Rams.
I completely understand. Like, Puka Nakua is so good.
Yes.
Like, he's obviously the Cup replacement, even though Cup is still really good. Their rookie, is it Thurst?
Yes.
If I remember that D tackle, um, like he's also extremely good. And what going from Aaron Donald to potentially, I wouldn't say it's going to be as good as Aaron Donald, but a very strong, solid D tackle replacement. Yeah, it's generally the one thing that's let them down has been their O lineman, and obviously their run defenses, which obviously my birds took advantage of when they faced them. But with Stafford, like he's still Stafford. He was doing the no flip throws before Pat Mahomes. He was just on the line, so no one really cared.
Hmm.
But yeah, no, it is. I get it. I get it, and I can see it. I can see it. I would also take the Rams over the Vikings, although Justin Jefferson tearing up the Atlanta Falcons so much that even a corner fell over when he was nowhere near him.
Nowhere near 'em. That's right. We got some folks in the
Nowhere
chat.
near
We got Daniel Berry Sports Highlights says, "Hey everyone, happy Tuesday." Peter said, "Was that DBSH?"
him.
And we got a long time listener, He has been in it for a while. L's Train Tuber 501 said, "Hey, it's been a while." Yes, sir, it has been. How you doing, man?
It has.
He said, "What's up, E double T? Good to see you." Hey, better late than never, man. L's Train Tuber, welcome back to Uneducated Sports Talk, brother. It's been a while, but hey, you're here now. That's all that matters. Um, if it's well, were you saying Rams out of the NFC West, or were you saying Rams out of the NFC as a whole as your dark horse?
Um, ooh, I might go. No, I think NFC West because I still think they're going to struggle to take down Buffalo, even though the Buffalo has is banged up, nearly as banged up as the Niners. And obviously, I think our Eagles could also take them down again if needed to. But I think they could take down the Vikings and the Packers.
Okay.
Anything from the South, no offense.
None taken, brother. None taken. Yeah, I got the Rams because any given day they can give you something like that with a Stafford behind there. He's a proven veteran at that, proven veteran, Super Bowl champion, and he still got it. He isn't showed himself like Aaron Rodgers, right? So I like this Rams team. Now you take this team out of their own element, out of their backyard, it could be something different. You put them over
Maybe.
there. If this game was in Buffalo, Buffalo beats them by 2 touchdowns, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, most
You know
probably.
what I'm saying? So Rams have got to win that division to get a home game, and you never know where you're going with for that. So let's keep it rocking and rolling, man. Um,
I've got a question before we move on to this game.
yeah.
Has your opinion changed on who the MVP is after seeing essentially Josh Allen trying to win that game single-handedly?
Uh, he's definitely going to be in the conversation. He's already in it already. But
Yeah,
I'm still going Saquon. Another
fair.
120 something yard rusher,
120
and
broke the
he's
Eagles franchise record.
yeah. So he's trying to break the NFL record, man. So and I like the fact that gosh, who has the record again? Brain fart.
Falk, is it Falk? Marshall Falk?
Marshall Falk has the NFL
No.
record.
Hold on. Bear with me for 2 seconds
I
whilst
know.
I do it.
Anyways, whoever that was, that person came out there and said, "I hope he does break the record." He said because records are meant to be broken. So it was very gracious of
Uh,
that man to say that.
NFL, not total. We need single season. Don't care about Emmett Smith.
Yeah, yeah. So what
Eric Dickerson.
Eric
My bad.
Dixon, thank you. He came out last week and mentioned. He said, "Yeah." He said, "I hope he does break. I want him to break it." He said, "Because
Hmm.
records are going to be broken, and he's having a phenomenal year. So I want to break it for my own personal reasons, fantasy, which I have a bye week. I earned the number 2 seed. I had the bye week, so I can
Hey.
relax this week, y'all. Whoo! I get to
Which is
relax.
quite fortunate because Saquon's going against the Steelers, which is
Right.
a very strong
Yeah. So
rushing.
I was like, all right, I ain't got to worry about whatever. So we're good on that one. Strain says, I'm doing good, getting ready for the Packers versus Seahawks on Sunday night. I hope the Packers can beat Seattle. They need a win badly this week. Yep. We'll talk about them later on, maybe. Let's so let's go on and keep with the NFC side of things. Vikings versus Falcons.
Oh.
We got quarterbacks going in two different directions. We spoke
Mm.
on last week about how bad Kirk Cousins has looked the last 3 games. Well, now let's say the last 4 games. Vikings destroy the Falcons 42-21, but we're talking about the good. So, how confident are you in the Vikings this year? What a 10-2 record, or was it 11-2 now?
11-2 now.
11-2
Same
record, right?
record. Yeah.
11-2 record. How confident are you in this Vikings team?
It seems weird because I know they're 11-2, but it's just like, is it because it's still Sam Donald? Is it that? Is it because that like when they hit the playoffs they're just gonna go out in the first round? Is it because they've got Sam Donald? Because I don't have confidence in them for some reason. They're just sort of hanging around, and I don't know why. I honestly don't know why I have no confidence in this team. Um, it generally might be because it's got Sam Donald, and I feel like the Vikings will somehow beat the Vikings and blow it. Um,
Yeah, I agree.
if you're,
Go ahead.
yeah, you agree, yeah.
Hmm. Like
Let's have
I
a
don't have
look.
any confidence in Minnesota in the playoffs. As far
Yeah,
as like, if your goal is to make the playoffs, hey, congratulations and good for you. But if you're really seriously gonna think with this team, you're gonna go and make a deep playoff run. Because mind you, this feels like the same team just a couple of years ago, where they got beat by the Giants. And I know we talked about that earlier in the podcast a couple weeks ago, but it really just feels like it's the same team. But hey, look, you can only play who's on your schedule. I understand
True.
that. They beat some really good teams. We thought. I mean, when them beating the
They
Niners,
beat
we thought,
they
hey,
beat the
yeah, you beat
Niners.
the Niners, but the Niners are kind of like showing their true selves maybe this year. I don't want to put too much hate on Minnesota, but
They've
they were relatively lucky. They struggled against that Jaguars team, Titans teams.
yeah.
Barely eked out those wins. Those games scare me more than you beating down the Falcons 42-21. So, but
They did beat the Packers, which is good.
beat the Packers. That's right. That's right. So we'll see
And
though.
then that's it.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see when competition does get tougher. You know, Sam Darnold, right? He's been look. He's better than Kirk Cousins last year. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
And Kirk Cousins the last 2 years, Darnold when he wants to throw it, he can throw that thing, and he can move around the pocket. See, Kirk Cousins can't. Speaking of Kirk Cousins, he made his return back to Minnesota, and yeah, Minnesota fans like, yep, glad we got rid of that guy, and
Yeah,
then Falcons fans like, did we really just pay that man all that money this year, really? Because now it's a 4 game stretch, it's brutal. It's like 0 touchdowns, 9 interceptions in a 4 game
it's
span.
bad.
It's bad, bro. It is bad. So
Yeah.
I don't know what to say about that, man. But I'll tell you what, though, the Vikings, I don't have confidence in a deep playoff run. But um, can they win a round? Maybe, maybe. But when you talk about the big dogs in
Wow.
the NFC,
Well, let's have a look.
I'm not into it. Like I said, anybody, pretty much anyone they is let's say because they're not going to host the game. If
No, they're not going to host
if
the
the
game.
Lions are going to be the winner to the NFC North, Vikings
Yeah.
will be on the road first round. So you're looking at maybe either playing the Buccaneers,
It is.
most likely. I gotta go with Tampa Bay right now. I'm going with Tampa Bay to win that game if those two clash in the NFC wild card round for
You are spot on. They are currently obviously hold the fifth seed
yeah.
because obviously the Lions hold the first seed.
They're basically
Um,
they're the best. They have the best record of not winning their division right now.
Essentially, yeah. And if the playoffs started now, it would be them versus going to Tampa Bay. And as someone who goes to Tampa Bay quite a lot, so seeing his team go to Tampa Bay quite a lot, shall I say? Um, the Buccaneers rule that roost. Like
Yep.
their home field advantage is a bit unusual because of the humidity that kills the team instead of normally the heat. So yeah, I would also take the Buccaneers in that.
We got Megan in the building showing love.
Oh,
She
hello,
says,
Megan.
the Rams, you have upset the boys. We got Christian Ruder says, happy Tuesday, everyone. Let's show love and hit share and subscribe to the best UST nation. Say episode 56 is crazy. Congratulations, you guys. That's a huge accomplishment. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Thank you, Christian and Ruder. We appreciate that.
Thank you
And
very much.
sorry, Megan. Megan 57, what's up, Megan? She said, don't be too mad at Carlos. Let's get it. Megan's in the building. How the boys doing, by the way? Hope all is well. But yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So confidence is not nearly there for us with the Vikings. But
Why is that? Is it because it is Sam Donald?
yeah, and they're it's just we haven't seen that one signature win yet, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, they play the Bears this week, so it's almost like another easy one for them. So we'll see. We just kind of know, are they battle tested, battle ready? I don't think they are yet. So we'll find out.
Which is fair.
We'll find out. Hey, Eagles. Listen. Let's go to the bad now. All right, and yes, and yes, it's rare to go to the bad and it be on some positive stuff. But here's my bad, and I'll let you have your TJ Eagles talk in a minute. But the bad, I'm sorry. Last year, it felt like the Eagles were rolling, right? Maybe not point
Yeah.
wise, but winning wise. And then some loudmouth wide receiver spoke up on some BS last year, and that was the starting point of something very, very bad that happened to the Eagles while they were at that point undefeated. I could never, for the life of me, I remember us on this show last year talking about AJ Brown being a disgruntled diva ass receiver, and then all hell broke loose for Philadelphia right after he kind of made those comments, and you could feel the quote unquote tension, turmoil. I don't know. People say they're best friends, they're buddies, him and Jalen Hurts, but
Yeah, apparently so.
I don't know. And things hit the fan ASAP. Well, after the Eagles barely beat the Panthers, so
Barely beat the Panthers.
maybe that's why he's mad because they barely beat
Yeah,
Carolina as a team they're supposed to win. His stat line is 4 catches, 43 yards.
yeah.
AJ Brown
Right.
is pissed off right now, and I don't know the
Yes.
exact quote that he said, but my thing is, I'll let you have it, TJ. I'll let you have it. But my thing is, why? Why, when everything is going your way right now, even in ugly wins, the Chiefs have lived off of that all season. No one is bitching right now, right? The Eagles get an ugly win over um over the Panthers, and it's almost like, yeah, but I didn't get mines. I didn't get mines, and that starts unnecessary drama. So, with
Oh
that
yes.
being said, y'all, let's break it down with Mr. TJ's Fly Eagles Fly TJ Talk, y'all, after this message. All right, TJ,
Yeah.
after barely squeaking past the Panthers, AJ Brown, I keep on saying Green. Brown comes up there and just says he wants more touches, whatever. Please explain to me what's going on. Let us know
Right.
what's going on in Philadelphia land right now.
Right. Well, first things first. Um, I hope you guys have got an extra 3 hours because that's what it's going to take, and I feel like I'm going to need another one of these. So bear with me for 2 seconds. Just going to pop that open there.
There we go.
There we go.
That's
Just have
right.
that there. So obviously we barely beat the Panthers, ow, but the Panthers are playing very hard. Bryce Young finally decided to develop, and everything's going well. So
That is true.
people assumed this was going to be a blowout game for how well our defense has been playing, and it wasn't. It was closer than what it should be. A couple of missed calls, like a face mask that would have pretty much finished the game a bit earlier. But the whole offense just seemed a little bit out of whack. The row line was playing bad. Wide receivers were struggling to get open. Jalen Hurts was just misreading the field. I think that's what has annoyed AJ Brown. There was multiple, like, if you go back and be armchair coach, like, oh, he's open there, he's open there, he's open
Right,
there. And
right.
obviously, Jalen was missing him. And especially when it was struggling, like, it really was struggling. But so at the end of the press conference, even though people were like, oh, that was a dodgy win, if we didn't have the collapse last year, this would just feel like, oh, we've been on a roll for 9 games now.
Hmm.
Just going to double check. 9 games. You expect to have a little dip,
Right.
hopefully. Happens to be this game. I'd rather be this game than the Steelers. Um, and if we didn't have the collapse, people would just be like, okay, bit closer than comfort, whatever. It was like the Arizona game in 2022, where that game was meant to be a complete blowout, and it came down to Dicker the kicker, who was picked off the street that week,
Yep.
making a game-winning field goal. Um, but no one questioned that because we didn't have the collapse. But because the collapse is there, and when the media went to the locker room and went straight to AJ Brown, who had a weird, quiet day, and asked, "What do you think the offense needs to do to improve?" He just said the word passing. Not, oh, I could be better, the O line needs to be better, Jalen needs to be better. It just said passing, which obviously, being the Philly media, went, oh, that's an attack on Jalen. And it doesn't help when I love you, Brandon Graham, but excuse my French here, you've just made the whole situation fucking worse.
What did he say?
He went on WIP Philadelphia, which is the news, thing, radio station, and he just went. So, I can't remember what the full quote is, but essentially he's like, people need to learn just to be patient and appreciate people and willing to grow. Number one is trying his best, being Hurts,
Yeah.
and number 11 being Brown needs to appreciate that and take the time to understand that and be patient with him. They used to be best friends, but things have changed. Um, and they've got to take the personal feelings out of the business and come together and talk to each other and be able to be grown up enough to move on and fix the issue. Which,
Wow.
saying that to the
I mean, it
Philadelphia
opens up
media,
a can of worms now. Yeah.
precisely, and we're going up against a hard opponent with a great defense, and all this week's going to be a stretch. That was yesterday. This week, today, sorry, not this week, today, Brandon Jones come immediately back on the radio and went, up. I don't know what I'm saying. My apologies. Damage control, damage control, damage control.
It's too
Um,
late.
Nick Sirianni went on the same day, like 2 hours later, and was like, the vibes are different, guys. We're enjoying the wins. We're winning well. It's not like because last year, even though we were on the 9-game winning streak, whatever it is, I was saying I was losing lives. I was losing years of my life because it was so stressful.
Right, right.
I haven't felt like that. I honestly haven't. I felt like we've been blowing teams out. Like this game was a bit stressful because again, everyone expected it to be a blowout, but the Panthers are playing people hard. But yeah, so Nick Sirianni said the vibe's different. We are happy. We are winning. They're constantly talking about the game together. They're constantly eating lunch together. He's like, even look at the game. They're on the sideline together, praying. Like these guys are friends. Maybe there was a misunderstanding in the locker room with BG and all that kind of stuff. Like Nick Sirianni handled it very well, but obviously AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts have been silent on the whole matter because they're not. AJ is,
Yes.
but Hurts is one of those who's like, I don't want to focus on that as distraction. Mine's on the thing. But obviously, being the Philadelphia market, it's going crazy. And
Right.
we had the narrative last year that A.T. Brown hates Hurts. They don't get on. They hate each other. And then Philadelphia gave her A.J. Brown a 3-year extension on the night of the draft, if you remember.
Hmm.
And A.J. even phoned in and said, I want to be here. He's my friend. So it's a bad win with the collapse still in mind because this time last year is when the collapse started. Obviously, you had a rough start. It's all the bad things, and that game was rough, but it wasn't just hurt. O line would play crap. The wide receivers were struggling to get open. Like our defense did okay. We only held them 16 points, but it got sway. Who knew
Right.
that Cooper DeJean's weakness was a 36-year-old Adam Thielen? Um, and it's all this is focused on the negatives instead of the positives. Saquon broke the record, Shady's record, which is fantastic. We're watching a running back have a fantastic career that we might not see again for the next I don't know how long. We've won 9 wins. We could win the division this week if we win and Washington lost. We've clinched a playoff spot, but all that doesn't matter because of the drama, and it's frustrating. BG, I don't know what you were doing. You're normally smarter than this. I love you to bits, but what you've just done is cause a shitstorm of problems. And I don't know how a loss like this has caused so much issues. We've had worse a win like this. Sorry, we had worse wins last year, and it didn't cause this much of a problem. It's just because of that collapse. It's generally just because of that collapse. And hey, let's just end on this. If we go out this week against the Steelers and dominate, this will all be forgotten.
Yep.
We have to put up a fight. We have
Spirits
to
of
put up a
weakness, don't
fight.
get up, baby.
Yeah, and at least I'm not the idiot who put $3.1 million down for the
Oh, I know he
Eagles to
was
win that. Did you see that?
shitting the brick on that catch. That wasn't a catch by Leggett. Oh my god, I know he about to shit a brick when he saw that.
Yeah.
For
Yeah, and
3 million to win 442,000.
yeah, it doesn't make sense. Why would you put that? Would
Hey, hey.
surely the 3.1
He said,
million
I got
is
an
more
extra.
value than the
I got an
400k?
extra 442,000. He might have to owe the cartel some money. I don't know. he might be four
But
thousand
yeah,
dollars
no.
for $444,000 short or something. I gotta find a way. Yeah, so that's crazy. Oh yeah, that's
That was sorry for the long
no,
rant.
no, you're good. That's TJ's Eagles talk. Fly, Eagles fly. And let's keep going on with the bad. Another weird kind of bad. Eagles won. Still gotta talk about the bad stuff. The Chiefs winning as well,
Oh.
but still gotta talk about the bad stuff, man.
They're,
Uh,
they're, they're,
it's almost like fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, shame. It's still shame on me, man. The Chiefs beat the Chargers 19-17 Sunday Night Football. They clinched the AFC West, but they did it
Mhm.
what they called the doink for the division. I like that.
I've heard it as called the devil doink
The
because
devil,
only the devil.
the devil's doink. Well, usually when there's a doink, it associates in it coming back out and the field goal attempt being no good. This one doinked and went in. Matthew Wright, I think it's only his second game with the Chiefs, I believe. But he kicked the game-winning field goal for the Chiefs to win 19-17. Imagine that. That's now back-to-back wins by the score of 19-17. That's got to be the first in NFL history. That's
Must
got to be the
be.
first. That's a weird score, 19-17, right? And you've done it back-to-back weeks now, and you won them both off of weird things happening with field goal attempts. You know, so or just got collapsed. How about that? The field goal attempt was what a couple weeks ago when they blocked the field goal for the
Yeah,
Cardinals, right? Yeah,
I think that's twice they've blocked field
I think so.
goals.
I think so. I can't
Yeah.
remember. But this being said, though, when will the Chiefs' luck run out? Not Lutch. When will the luck run out?
I, I don't know. I couldn't watch it live, unfortunately, had an early start. But as soon as I watched it, so I immediately sent a message to you, like I said I would. I said if the Chiefs win by some BS way, you're getting a message. And I just woken up. Well, I say I've been awake for about 20 minutes, and I watched the game on fast forward, game in 14 fast forward, and just I had to send a message because another BS way. That's just I don't know. I don't know. Whoever, like I said, whoever sold their soul to the devil
Travis
for a
Kelsey.
three-peat, it's got to be Travis
It's
Kelsey.
got to be Kelsey. Everyone says Taylor. No, no. Taylor don't give a damn about the football
No, no,
aspect.
no, no.
It's Travis Kelsey sold to soul.
It's Travis
That's why
Kelsey.
his yards and numbers are going down right now. But they're
you
winning, and that's all that matters. When will the Chiefs' luck run out? I think it's not. I
don't
don't
think
think
so?
so. See, here's the difference between, and there's no shade against what I'm going to talk about at all. No shade. Just tell you about the greatness of Patrick Mahomes. Like when the Eagles had the same kind of
No,
run,
go for it.
and they were winning these games last year, but you could just tell, like, man, this is
Something's not
close-headed
right.
game. Something's just not right. And Jalen Hurts is your quarterback. No shade against him. He's just not Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes being there makes up for all the difference. It's almost like we could play. Like Rex Ryan said it best on Get Up on ESPN. He said, "If I'm a D coordinator, I would love to coach against the Chiefs for the first 58 minutes."
Hmm.
He said,
Hmm. Hmm.
"Are we still live? Hold on, I'm about to make sure we're still live. I don't know if we're still live or not.
Hear me?
I can hear you. Hold on, I'm making sure we're still live. I'm not quite sure yet.
I'm also looking. It says you're live. I don't know what's
I
happened.
just want to make sure we're still live. Did we miss? I saw it. So my computer was, I guess, I don't know, it was running hot or something, but it did say it had to. It said charge computer. My computer's charging. So hold on. I just want to make sure we're live, y'all. Hold on. Give me a second. Remember, I did this like man, like 3 months ago, maybe longer than
Oh,
that.
yeah, no, I get you. I get you.
Hold on. Make sure I can't tell if we're live or not. God, dog, get out of here. If we're live, y'all, I apologize.
I think you are live. Looking at my phone right here, people are
Okay,
just
yeah,
going
yeah,
to
yeah.
see
We're
my.
live. We're live. Okay, we're still
We're
live.
still live.
We're
You're
still live. Yep.
frozen on me, and I can't see you. So we're just going to roll with it.
Oh, I am frozen.
Yeah.
All right, cool, cool, cool. It's all good. Yeah, I am frozen, but it's all good. We'll just talk through it, y'all. You see my confused face going on right now.
Yeah.
Cause
Got
my
you. I was so annoyed. I was like, I've got the good Wi-Fi now.
no, it is like 3 or 4 months ago. It did the same thing on our stream, but why I was kind of confident we are still live because we are still live the last time too. I don't know why. Now my problem was when my computer was dying as I was doing all my stuff, and I guess it's trying to hold the charge. Maybe I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. Let me try a video capture right fast.
That's cool.
See
No,
if
no,
I
no,
can see
that's
if I can
fine.
put myself back in here, back in the good graces. Yeah, there we go. Put myself back in good graces. All right, boom. We'll just do that for now. All right, we'll do that for now.
Yeah,
Here we go.
we're just gonna roll with that.
So roll that. We're back.
Okay, I still can't see you, but we'll go for it anyway.
No, yeah, they can see, so that's all that matters. They can see.
That's all that matters. That's all that
That's
matters.
all that matters. They can see.
Um,
Boom. And I'll just delete it after the streams. All right. So yeah, but back to the Chiefs though. Sorry y'all for that delay. But back to Kansas City. And I was saying Rex Ryan was like, I would love to coach against this offense. Because the first 58 minutes, man, it's like, yo, we got the game plan. He said, but I
easy.
would absolutely hate coaching against this offense the last 2 minutes. Because you know when it's
Hmm.
all said and done, Pat Mahomes is that guy. It could look ugly, but as long as it's a one score game, final 2 minutes, you have uber confidence because we've seen this now a million times. Do you know Pat Mahomes' record, right? When he's down going into the fourth quarter, that man is 25-25 now. That
What
is
was that? 500.
in the NFL down going
That's
into the fourth,
crazy.
and you are 500. That is absurdly good. Like you might hear that number and say, "Ugh, that's not that's five." No, that is a great number. That is unheard of kind of numbers. If you're down in the NFL going into the fourth quarter, man, there's only 16, 17 games per year, right? So when you're down in the fourth quarter, you're usually going to lose that game, and
Yeah.
your percentages go down. But no, this guy, he finds a way to win. The Chiefs luck run out. They might lose another game this year, obviously, but after that, you only have so many more games till it's playoff time, and we know that's a totally different team come playoff time.
Yep.
So I think the luck continues, man, and we'll find out though. But boy, oh boy, I mean, they're
Yes.
they're still licking their wounds. But I'm trying to tell folks, this team was worse last year. They were
Oh no.
completely worse last year on offense. At least they have Hopkins this year.
They do have
Pacheco,
Hopkins.
Pacheco came
Yeah,
back
they
now.
do.
He's back
They
now.
do.
Him and Hunt are doing a 1-2 punch, and then of course Kelsey. Hopefully he can come back to life. So yeah, that's why I say that the luck is gonna continue to go on, man. Because any other team, I'd be like, yo, you're playing with fire. You're playing with fire.
Mhm.
You're playing with fire. This team, they've been playing with fire since last year, TJ. Last year,
And they won it.
11-6 to end the year last year. You're the third seed. You got to play one home game, and the rest you got to go to Buffalo, got to go to Baltimore, and then you got to beat the 49 in the Super Bowl. And they did all that. Crazy, crazy. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's, you know, I love watching Pat Mahomes. He's the best quarterback I've ever seen in my life, and he's every night, night by night basis, he's gonna continue to do that, man. So
No, yeah, it is just maybe it's so frustrating for me because I've seen a team do this, barely win, and the collapse happened. So
yeah,
seeing a team barely win, and they're going to win the Super Bowl is bleh, sickening.
I know, right? I hear you on that. Now let's just go the downright ugly, the downright ugly, and that's gonna go for a team from New Jersey because they're not in New York. And because we know the Giants suck ass already. We knew that already coming into this year. But the New York Jets have officially been eliminated from playoff contention after that overtime loss to the Miami Dolphins. They are
Yeah,
done. What do the Jets do with Aaron Rodgers if he decides to come back next season? Do you actually take him for his word and take him back?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. Um, I think you put him on IR because they were talking about doing him from IR 2 weeks ago. Now you're officially out. Just throw him on there. Um, tank. I honestly don't know
You're right.
because
This team obviously had playoff aspirations. I had it for them. I think I had
we
these
did as
guys.
well.
I had them
Yeah,
going 12-4 or 12-5, I believe was my record
we
for
had
them.
them winning the division.
Yeah, and I was like, this team, everything on paper looked good, and we didn't even know they were bringing in, uh, you know, uh, um, the receiver, Adams.
Oh,
Yeah, Adams.
Adams.
We didn't know they were bringing in Adams, right? And like, so even
Yeah.
before that, we're like, yeah, this team, that defense, they're stacked now. If Rodgers can stay healthy, and kudos to him, he has stayed healthy. It hasn't looked good. You're talking about tanking with a different quarterback. You can tank with Aaron Rodgers. I'm taking with him. Sure. At least it'll keep the fan base somewhat engaged. But I know they are pissed off and they're disgusted, man.
Oh, yeah.
Haven't been to the playoffs now in 14 years.
Longest drought, right?
Longest drought in all of Americans' major sports right now. Between hockey, football, basketball, baseball. 14 years they have not even sniffed the playoffs.
Oh,
That is got to be just like nauseating to know about that. So, that being said, yeah, if I'm the Jets, I'm done with this experiment. I'm done. Look, we got you in last year. Unfortunately, you tore your Achilles. Okay, we got you back this year. You have done nothing but forced our hands to fire our head coach, to fire our GM, to fire the OC, and you're still here doing what again? No.
yeah.
I think the
He didn't
Jets.
have a bad game.
No, no, but it's too little too late now. He's had back to back games where he's been decent, but it's too
Yeah.
late now. Your play, your greatness used to win games. It's not doing that anymore. It's not. It's it's time. It's time to move on. I'm sorry. It's time to move on. And if the Jets move on from Rodgers, they owe Aaron Rodgers not a damn thing.
So much. No, but they do. They own
No,
$49
no.
million.
I meant I meant as a like a courtesy thingy. You don't owe him
Okay,
nothing
yeah.
if you decide to break away to part ways with him, man. You don't owe him nothing. Like there's
So
no sentimental value to this.
here's the thing. He's under contract until 20. His free agency is 2026, which is a void year. I just hit an ad. I didn't mean to hit an ad. So he's under contract next year, and if they cut him next year, it's a $49 million dead cap. If it's post June, it'll be 14 million. So they'll have to cut him with a post June designation, meaning he's under their contract
Yeah, yeah.
until June the 1st.
I mean, if he
No
decides,
one's trading for
no,
him.
well, if he decides to come back, then kudos to him. But guess what, brother? We still getting a quarterback. We still getting a quarterback next year's draft. So if
Where
he
are they?
that I mean, that's fine. You want to stay. That's fine. If you don't want to stay, we're not gonna beg you to stay. Because
True.
if I'm the Jets, hey, I would draft that quarterback. But Aaron Rodgers, my brother, this is your last year, final season, regardless. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I keep Rodgers there because we're losing any freaking ways. Um, so yeah, that's how I feel that the Jets are just, woo, it's tough sweating out there in New York, and I feel bad as a Jets fan. 14 years, TJ. Could you
Yeah.
imagine your die-hearted, beloved team, who honestly they haven't won anything since 1969? was their last
That's
Super
yeah,
Bowl win.
Joe Namath, right?
Joe Namath with the guarantee. But on top of that, you barely make the playoffs now. Oh Lord, I couldn't. Oh, it hurt my heart. Hurt my heart, man. But it is what it is, man.
It really does like it doesn't also help them that they're in the same division as the Patriots, and they have a hatred for the Patriots, especially Bill Belichick, who was there for one day before he resigned, and they were winning all those Super Bowls for 20 years. Like, poor Jets fans, but yeah,
Uh,
no,
we got our what the fudge cake moment now for Week 14. Do you have one that you can think of?
I do,
Oh, let's get it.
I do. It's a fun one. It is Kadarius Tony.
Oh.
So, as we know, Kadarius Tony divaed his way out of New York instead of doing anything. He then got onto the Chiefs where he won 2 rings,
Yes.
and then he divaed himself out of Kansas City, assuming he's the best player of all time. So they cut him. He then signed to the Browns practice squad where he was elevated, obviously signed to the active roster. He then muffed 2 punts. So they took him off punt duty as a tackler, where he then got a taunting penalty after a fair catch after another muffed punt, and today they waived him. So Kadarius Tony went from a first round pick with so much hope to diving off the Giants, diving off a Super Bowl team after getting 2 rings, and then sucked so badly that he was no longer on the Browns, who just has Jerry Judy. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you're done. Your Kadarius Tony's done in the league, but he muffed a punt, then fair catch the punt, and then got a 15-yard penalty for taunting.
What did he say or what did he do?
It was just taunting. He caught the ball and then taunted the kicking team, resulting in a 15-yard penalty, and then they just waived him. Because, like,
Bye. Don't let the front door hit you with a good Lord split you.
I know, but I just don't get where. I know, obviously, you do have the diva attitude for wide receivers, but this man's got a diva attitude and he's done nothing.
Nothing.
It's like, what? Come on, man. At least understand you've got to prove yourself before you get this attitude. That's my what the fudge cake moment. It's like, Kadarius Tony,
Come on, man.
get your
No, but
life together.
that's a good one, man. This yeah, that's basically what makes you want to say what the fudge cake. Mine's much more simpler. Last night's, uh, the way the Dallas Cowboys lost, man. Special teams. I feel bad for the young man that was. They kept saying how he was off the. He had just came back from an injury, and they had just picked him up a couple weeks ago off of free agency,
hmm
and they blocked the punt to give them a chance to get in good field position. Mind you, Aubrey's the kicker. The dude can
Yeah.
probably kick it from 75, right? Given any chance, whatever. But all you got to do now is, hey, once the kick is blocked and it goes forward, everyone's saying, no, don't touch it. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. And number 27 did not get the memo.
No.
And he
No.
tried to catch it off a hop, and it hit his shoulder pad, and the Bengals popped right back on it. And about 4 or 5 plays later, they scored the game-winning touchdown.
Jamar Chase, mate.
And basically, bye-bye Cowboys season as they suffer their 8th loss, and I think they're probably one more loss away from being eliminated officially from
Yep. Yep.
the playoff
It,
from the
it
playoff hopes.
it does really suck for the Cowboys. Well, no, it doesn't. It does for the Cowboys, but it, like, obviously their Zach Martin, I think their tackle, like, he might have to retire because of his injury. Obviously, their standout linebacker this year,
Overshoot,
Ovenshire,
yeah, he tore
he
his
tore his ACL,
yeah.
MCL, and PCL last night.
That's heartbreaking,
That
man.
sucks. Obviously, Mike Parsons isn't returning next year. Your owner's got something green in their hair. He's pissed off, but he's still then talking about bringing back Mike McCarthy,
No,
which is dumb.
McCarthy's done. Jerry Jones is going to say all the right things about McCarthy until the first week of the regular season is over with. He's getting the boot.
He's getting booed.
Oh, he's getting the boot, man. Yeah, but the Cowboys, man, just an ugly way to end that game. Cowboy fans disgusted, put a smile on my face.
It did.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so I went with the Cowboys, muffing that punt pretty much, and then you're going with Kadarius Tony. That dude is
Just
just
Kadarius Tony.
that dude is a headache, man. Freaking headache for no reason. All right, y'all, let's go with our Week
Ah,
15
brilliant.
picks and predictions. Matter of fact, I barely won
Oh,
last week, which has not been a theme of ours if you're Team Carlos. But I won. We had 13 games played. We had our final week with a bye week. So we had six teams out last week, so we only had 13 games total. I went 10 and
mhm.
3. TD went 9 and 4 in those
You've
games.
got your. Here comes the comeback.
Yeah, yeah, we'll find out. We're gonna start off with a very good game. Thursday night football. Rams versus 49ers. Do I have my pen? Do I have a paper?
Well, it wouldn't be Tuesdays with TJ without Carlos looking for a pen.
I need my pen. I thought I had it here. I was totally wrong.
Oh no. Let's have a look then. Let's get this set up on my end as well. Da, 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 da. Week 15. Rams versus Niners. It's at San Francisco. Well, Santa Clara, should I say, California. This is a toughie. San Francisco. I don't know. I honestly don't know. You
Got it.
found your pen?
Found a pen and paper. I was missing paper too.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, so I need paper too. Dang. All right, week 15, y'all. Let's go. Ugh,
Oh,
red ink. Oh man, whatever. It is what it is.
really? Who has red pens?
We got a lot of red pens. I know in my line of business, I stay with red pens for some reason. I don't know. I hate it though. All right, three.
Any? Really?
Yeah. It's, don't ask me no questions, man. All right, we got Rams versus Niners, and as much as I was talking good about the Rams, I'm actually gonna go with San Francisco in this game. I'm gonna go with
Oh,
the Niners. Uh, I'm not gonna call it an upset, a slight upset. I'm gonna go with San Francisco to win this game.
damn.
Give me San Fran. I feel, man, look, it's almost like, yo, the Niners. That was a great game against Chicago. They blew them out,
Hmm.
and I feel like that could be a confidence booster. Back-to-back home games that we getting, we'll find out. But Purdy's there. All they're just missing every running back they've ever had now. So,
Every running back.
but if you just hoping for that one game where everyone can get together, man, because let's be honest, as a whole, the Niners team has just as an individuals per se, from Kittle to Samuel to Ayuk, who's out for the year, to Purdy to obviously McCaffrey, who's been out pretty much the whole entire
Caffrey.
year. Yeah, so yeah, they've all have had down years, but maybe on a quick turnaround Thursday night, I got the Niners over the Rams.
Really? That
Really
shocked me. That shocked me. I'm gonna go with the Rams. Already different. First game.
good.
Um,
The
I
Ritter
think the Niners
comeback.
are just too beat up. I honestly do. Even off offense, their defense has been beat up as well. I think they just lost a linebacker. Um, I think the Rams are a bit of a roll, and I think they're gonna. It's gonna be a nasty game. It's gonna be a close game. I think whoever has the ball last is gonna win this game. But yeah, no, I've got the Rams doing that.
All right. Now, mind you, we have all 16 games now. All 16 games will be
Oh,
played for the rest of the year. No more buys. So let's get it. Commanders versus Saints. Who you got in this one, TJ?
unfortunately, I'm gonna go with the Commanders, which sucks because I want them to lose so I can clinch the division.
Gotcha,
What about
gotcha.
you
Yeah,
today?
I'm going Washington as well. Derek Carr is basically out for the year. He
Yeah,
broke his left
you've got
hand.
Ben DiNucci.
Benvenucci.
Ben
He
DiNucci.
might not start, but I would like him to start. I'd rather him than who we got right now, Jake Hayner and
Rat. Oh no.
Rattler. But Rattler, we already saw Rattler, and it wasn't a good experience. Now, albeit he had a lot of his weapons gone, but right now, I just kind of want to tank. I mean, I'm sorry, people hate that I say that. If you're some Saints fans don't want me saying that. I want to tank. We haven't tanked in a long time. We'll get it
What
back right. We're not the Jets. We're not gonna go 14 freaking years. You know,
what is your record?
right now
What is it? So you've got
five
Packers,
and
Raiders,
eight, man.
Bucks.
And
You
we,
could generally sit at 500. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
I know that we can get at 500 or even at 9 and 8, and maybe win the division. But
I
our
doubt
best
that.
chance is a division win, and I don't see that happening. I don't know, so
So you've got the
I don't want to
10th
tank.
pick at the moment, and then
Ugh,
people are saying you've got to take a safety out of Georgia. Starks.
he's nice, but I don't want him. He's nice, but I don't want him. Like, dude, I want some offensively, bro. Just All right, so yeah, both going Commanders in that game.
Yes.
I think Jaden Daniels is gonna let his welcome back. He's going to Louisiana again in the dome.
Mhm.
Infinity says, "Who that?" Jake Hayner leading us to a W. What's up, Infinity? Infinity, what's up, IP? Good to see you. All
Oh,
right.
sorry about that, yawn.
Oh, you're good, man.
Oh,
You're
you can
good.
see everything now.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah. Yeah, we
gosh.
see it all now, TJ. Yes, yeah. We saw that big old beautiful yawn you had. All right,
Sorry, it is 2 in the morning.
Yeah, Chiefs versus Browns, y'all. Look, with Jameis Winston, it's almost like anything's possible.
Yeah.
Jameis is one thing he's gonna do is give you an entertaining game, and this will not be different. I'm still gonna go with Kansas City to win this game, though, and they'll win it by a double doink for the win. Give me
No,
Kansas City.
I know what's going to happen.
What's gonna
So
happen?
Chiefs are going to win. Chiefs are going to win. Someone is going to strip Patrick Mahomes of the ball. The Browns are going to pick up the ball, then run to the wrong end zone, then be tackled in that end zone for a safety.
Wow.
Now, if that happens,
Yeah, then
I
yeah,
would be a millionaire if I put money on.
man, you would definitely be a millionaire. So who you got in this game, brother?
I've got Kansas City. Yeah, sorry, you can't judge whatever Juju. They've got Juju Smith-Schuster on their roster, and you can't mess with the Juju.
Can't with the juju,
Not the
man. Got
player.
that good juju right now.
They've got that. Yeah, they've got whoever's soul. I just
We got Bengals versus
can't.
Titans. The Bengals, one team was the Cowboys that lost. They're pretty much out of the playoff mix. The Bengals, by the skin of their teeth, still have a slightest of chances. They do get the fortunate draw of playing the Titans. So you got in this game.
I'm gonna go with Bengals. Um, Bengals are such a weird team. Like statistically, they should be dominating. Like they've got the number one receiver, got the number one passer, and they've got the number one sack leader, and yet they're only 5-8.
That's the
Like
NFL
they're
for you.
playing well, they're just losing. Right? It sucks.
That's the
But
NFL for you. Jesus, man,
yeah,
Joseph.
the Tennessee though
Yeah, I'm going.
they suck. They lost to Jacksonville, so
That
Cincinnati all the
team.
way.
I don't know what's going on. That team. Like if there's like one team like like someone said, I I I I can pay you, but you have to decline it. Like I can pay you $1 million, but you have to decline it. What team is that? Tennessee. I don't want to
Tennessee.
see Tennessee play at all. I would rather see New York play the Jets and the Giants.
Oh,
I don't want to see Tennessee
uh,
just boring. All right, uh, but yeah, I'm going with Cincinnati in that game as well. Miami
yeah.
at Houston. Give me the
Miami, Houston.
Texans to win this game. Texans, they better get it right too. Miami is kind of clicking a little bit.
Yeah,
Kind of, right? They kind of got their
kind of.
groove back. No, and this will be another tough game. They'll be in the dome environment again for Miami, and watch out. You know, say
Who
watch
knows?
out
Who
for Miami. They
knows?
could get on the run, but right now, give me Houston, and they better win this game. Houston, they're gonna
Uh,
win the division. We know that, but it's about just making a statement. Sometimes you gotta make a statement if you're Houston. All this winning, by luckiness or even losing, flat out losing, that's gotta stop for Houston. And so, give me the Texans to win this game against Miami. Nico Collins,
I
big time game.
I agree. I agree. Houston, I believe, is coming off a bye, if I
Yes,
remember correctly.
yes, sir.
So they should be a bit healthier. And Miami, like they went to overtime. They're going to be exhausted. Um, And yeah, I don't know. People are calling for Miami's head coach. I can't remember his name.
Mike McDaniels.
Mike McDaniels. They're calling
He's
for
a
his job.
he's a brilliant mind when it comes down to play calling. But as far as like the head coach and the rah rah spirit, and we talked about this last week on the As NFL Turns from the Coming in Sports Network, and we had a nice conversation about Mike McDaniels and how there's been some uh, when he was in the cold just a couple weeks ago against Green Bay. They said how he was in the locker room shivering because he was so cold
Wow.
and he was by the heater. And what kind of message does that send to your team when your leader can't even handle the cold? Mind you, he's only about 120 pounds soaking wet, so I get it. But me watching Hard Knocks last season, when things were bad, is like he doesn't have that rah rah speech. He isn't your boy from Detroit, Dan Campbell,
Oh my
who's
goodness.
not only like a physical specimen for his age, and he played in the NFL. It's just different when it comes from that kind of guy. When he says that kind of things, you can tell he means it. When Mike McDaniel says it, it's almost like nerd, you know.
Um,
And I don't want to
if
be like
the
that, but it's like that.
if heaven obviously you don't want this to happen, but if there's ever like a World War III, you want Campbell to give your rowing speeches because that man will get anyone on his feet ready to jump in front of a tank for that man.
I thought you were going to
Like,
say, for heaven's bid, they have a round of 30. All 32 coaches got to fight each other.
oh gosh, yeah, no, he would murder them all. His opening press conference was him
But
biting kneecaps
I
off.
was scared about McDaniel's, the opposite of that, right? He's
He
the bottom of the totem pole. He would get his ass volleyball by everybody.
would. I
Like,
wouldn't be surprised if Daryl Cameron just ripped his head off.
like,
Just in
bro,
one whip.
dude, the top seed would be Dan Campbell, and the bottom seed would literally be Mike McDaniel's. There'll be a 4-on-4 matchup, and it'll be so disgusting. Oh my god, I'm just trying to think. Like, no, I
Hunger
swear,
Games
I swear,
style, but it's NFL
Bill
coaches.
Belichick has a better chance of beating Mike McDaniel's. I'm telling you that. I'm just scared. But yeah, so we're both going Houston with this game.
Oh
Uh,
gosh, yeah, I forgot about
yeah, both going Houston,
that.
man. But yeah, McDaniel's. I don't know. I don't. He's a brilliant mind, and
Yes.
I don't see him getting fired because can he get a full season with everything going right? Can he get that? Because even last year they had
No,
plethora of injuries. It was crazy last year. This year you missed two for that
plethora of
5 game
injuries.
stretch. That was horrible. Skylar Thompson. I talk about him every freaking time. But that dude, yeah, showing the man some love, man. All right, quickly, Ravens versus Giants. Who you got in this one?
Ravens versus Giants. Ravens.
Yep,
I
Ravens.
think that's pretty
Yeah, pretty
self-explanatory.
simple. Baltimore, easily. That guy
Yeah,
just
can
spent
we?
$3 million. He should do that same thing for this game too.
Yep, absolutely. New York Giants are just horrible. They're going with Drew Lock again potentially instead of Danny DeVito. Tommy DeVito.
I don't blame him. I don't like Tom DeVito. I think Locke is, I don't like Locke either, but I think he's just been a little bit better than DeVito. We'll quickly go through this one. Jets versus Jaguars. Give me Jets, man. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Just give me the Jets because the Jaguars suck and everybody sucks, man.
Well, they're
This
out.
game is gonna be
They've
so
lost
boring.
Trevor. Trevor's out for the rest of the season, pretty much. It's like so. It's Mac Jones versus the Jets. I'd rather go with Aaron Rodgers in that offense than Mac
I
Jones.
if Lawrence was playing, he was like 100% healthy. I would have put the Jaguars in this game.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Cowboys, Panthers. Hey,
Oh,
5 weeks ago would have been an easy pick for anybody. Now I was like, yo, I know who I'm gonna pick, but it's like this is 50-50 now.
oh, is it?
Yeah, it's 50-50.
Well,
Who you got in this
let
one?
me tell you this interesting fact first. For the first time since November 2022, the Carolina is favored to win this game.
Gasp!
November 2022, and now is the first time they're officially favored to win this game.
Wow. Who you got, man? It's your
I'm
pick.
going to go Carolina.
Yes, sir.
I don't like Dallas. I think Cooper Rush is not the answer. They've lost Overshaw now, obviously. They're pretty much their main linebacker. Obviously, Mike Parsons has having their down year. He's been a bit quiet than normal. And Cooper Rush, he's just looked awful. And give the Panthers their due. I know they've just unfortunately lost another running back. They've essentially only got Chuba Hubbard on their roster
Yeah,
right
Malik
now.
Brooks. Yeah, it's
But
unfortunate because
they are
it's tough.
fighting hard. And I don't think Dallas has that.
I'm gonna go with Dallas. I'm going with Dallas.
Oh,
I'm gonna go with Dallas, man.
you Texas man.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I'm gonna go with Dallas. Hopefully, this is when I can kind of snatch back from you. Let's find out. But I know, regardless though, it's gonna be. I don't see anybody blowing each other out. So I think it'll be a close game.
I've done
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with
really.
Dallas. I'm gonna go
It
with
will
Dallas in
be.
a very close game. But you got Carolina, so we'll find out. We got Dan McKeon says hi.
Hello,
What's up, DM?
Daniel.
What's up, Daniel? Good to see you, man.
Hello,
He says,
hello.
why is Mark McCarthy still coaching? Because good old Jerry Jones don't know how to fire folks in the middle of the season. That's all it is.
I do not know.
But he knows how to
If he comes
fire.
back
He,
next year,
but
I'll be
he knows how
laughing.
to fire a three-time Super Bowl winning coach in 5 years. He knows how to fire that guy.
Well, yeah, because the guy challenged his ego,
Yep.
and you don't challenge Jerry Jones' ego.
All right.
He needs to step down.
Yeah, man.
Like if he really cared about the Cowboys, he would step down. But I don't think he does. I think he just cares for himself.
Newsflash, you're right. He does not care about the Cowboys. He cares about Jerry Jones and the Jones family's pockets. That's it.
He does indeed.
Bucks versus Chargers. Really good game on paper.
Bucks versus Chargers.
Um,
Oh, right there.
yeah, it's gonna be a good one, man. If this game, I'm gonna try and no, I lied. We're actually calling the Lions versus Bills game on the Come On
Oh,
In
that
Radio
makes
Network.
sense.
Yeah, we're calling that game as the NFL turns. So we'll be live at 3:30 p.m. Central Time to call that game. I'm excited. But yeah, Bucks versus Chargers. I'm gonna go first. Oh God, give
It's
me
a hard one.
it is. Give me the Chargers. I'm gonna go with Los Angeles. Give me the Chargers to win this matchup. Um, I like them being at home, and they don't make mistakes. They don't make mistakes. If this offense doesn't, so give me the Chargers.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Gonna go with Tampa Bay. I think I'm gonna zig on this. Um, I like Baker Mayfield. I like obviously Mike Evans' return. He's at 590 yards, so he needs 410 yards to make 1,000 yards like he does every year. So I'll be curious. I
Fingers
don't think he'll do
crossed.
it.
I think he has a
Uh,
great game this game, though. I think he does go off.
I do. I do think he's going to have a great game. But yeah, I think the Buccaneers are going to win this. And this would, if they lose and the Broncos win, the Broncos would boost them in the second in the division.
Crazy, man. Crazy how this going. All right. Next game on the docket. Speaking of those Broncos, we got the Colts coming into Denver to take on the Broncos. So who you got in this one, TJ? Two AFC teams playing each other.
I'm going to go with the Broncos. Sean Payton has that team humming right now. He has his quarterback. They are very good. I think they're in the playoffs at the moment.
They are. They
Seventh
are.
seed.
Seven
Where the
seed.
Colts, even though their record is only 6-7, they feel like they are should be a lot worse than what they actually are.
That's true.
Um, but yeah, I think they're going to go against a team which are better coached and more prepared for this late in the season.
Yeah, I'm going Denver as well. They're at home. They're rocking and rolling, man. And Bo Nix, whether it's the confidence from Sean Payton or it's just Bo Nix' confidence in himself, but he is on another level right now than he was just 6, 7 weeks ago. He's looking pretty damn good. I'm loving his Broncos team right now, and they could be not necessarily a dark horse in the AFC because there's just so many really good teams out there. But yeah, I can see the Broncos making some noise going or giving someone a challenge in the playoffs if they get there. So yeah, give me Denver as
Yes.
well.
Absolutely.
All right, we're gonna go now. Next game on the docket: Patriots versus Cardinals.
Whoa.
Another one. I'm kind of like, oh damn. But you know what? Arizona. I'm going Arizona. I'm just gonna go out there and say it. Arizona, and not gonna
I,
think too
I,
hard about
yeah.
this. Because I want to go with Denver. I mean, New England a little bit, but Arizona. Give me the Cardinals to win this one. I think they bounce back. Every time I feel like the Patriots can find a like army crawl themselves into a good situation, they get smacked up. So I'm not gonna fall for that again. Give me Arizona to win this one. I think Arizona wins comfortable too.
No, I agree. I completely agree. Arizona did let me down last week. Screw you, Arizona. Um, but no, the Patriots are horrible. Um, first time coach, first time rookie QB. I don't think they're as bad as their record shows. I think obviously their division's harder and they've had a bit of a rough schedule, but they're still not a good team. Where I'd say the Arizona Cardinals is a good team. I wouldn't say they're bad. I would say they're average. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah, obviously. All right, hey, game of the week, pretty much.
Ooh.
We got maybe we have two contenders.
Yeah.
Bills versus Lions. This
Ho,
one's
ho,
gonna
ho,
be
ho,
good.
ho,
Matter of fact,
ho,
I said that
ho.
we're calling this game from the Come On In Sports Network, so please stay tuned for that. We'll be live way before 3:30 p.m. We'll be live probably about 3 o'clock p.m. So y'all be ready for that. Bills versus Lions, ladies and gentlemen. The floor is yours, TJ. Who you going with this one?
I'm gonna go with the Bills, mainly because I hope, but mainly because the Lions are banged up and they're taking teams to the very wire, like 34-31 against the Packers, 23-20 against the Bears. They did destroy the Colts 24-16 and 52 against 6, but when they go against good teams like the Texans, they are taking them to the wire, and they are incredibly banged up. I think their entire starting D lineman is different. Not a single starter is healthy on their D line. Um, and I think Buffalo is annoyed. They should have won that game against the Rams. Josh Allen played an incredible game, and I think they're going to take their frustration out on the Lions. It's going to be a hard fought game. It's going to be a brutal game, but I think Buffalo's going to take the lead, win the game.
Screw you, brother.
What?
Cause I'm going Buffalo too.
Oh,
God, dog. I thought I had you on that one. Yep, yep. I'm going Buffalo for all your reasons as well. And yeah, for all your reasons. So I can't even talk. Everything you said is what I was going to say. Why Buffalo's going to win this game. So, and like I said, they're very pissed off about that loss they took to Los Angeles. All right, next game of the docket, y'all. Steelers versus Eagles. I'm gonna
oh,
go first on this one, man.
yes.
Give me Philadelphia.
What?
I'm gonna go Philadelphia on this one. I
Ooh.
think the Eagles find a way to win this game. You know who it is? Saquon Barkley. They learned a lesson last week.
Yeah.
Hey man, get that man the football,
Just
man. Stop playing.
just use Saquon. Just use Saquon.
And I mean, he only had 20 carries, which means like only 20 carries.
Oh, only 20 carries for
You know,
127
120.
yards. You
You know
know.
what I'm saying? Come on, man, get that man the football. He needs at least 30 touches.
No,
He
but
will.
here's the thing. We only had 35 snaps in that game.
Crazy.
Like,
Oh, really?
yeah, we didn't have. Hold on. I want to double check this, so bear with me for 2 seconds. Um, our statistics in that game is absolute crap because the Panthers just had the ball.
I'm
Oh,
tired of the Eagles getting down to the one damn yard line and taking my touchdowns away from
push,
Barkley.
push.
God, dog, twice. First and goal, Saquon got the ball from like the 4 yard line to like the two. Second and goal, he got it from the 2 to 1. Third and goal, tush push. Hey man, let them make it a touchdown, man.
Team stats. Here we go. So total plays. Oh, sorry. We had 56 total plays.
I'm about to say 35 seems
It
low,
was
low,
it was
low.
still really low. It was still really
Yeah,
low.
yeah.
56 total plays. That includes kickoffs and
Oh
not
yeah,
kickoff punts. Um, and the Panthers had 69 plays.
yeah.
Like statistically, they completely dominate us. They had 33 minutes. We had 26. Um, but we still managed to win somehow. But yeah, no, he should have had more carries. I know the first possession, he had an equipment malfunction. You know
Okay.
what I mean? It just wasn't sitting right, so we didn't have him for the first sort of possession there. But I get you. I get you. Ooh,
Who you got in this one, brother? It start with
this
a
is
P.
hard. George Pickens isn't going to play for the Steelers.
Okay.
According to Tottenham, he is incredibly doubtful that he will play with a hamstring injury.
Okay. I know. I guarantee
So
you, a team from Pennsylvania is gonna win this.
I know. This is going to be a defensive game.
Yes, it will.
Our defense, I think, can hold their offense, and can their defense hold our offense? And I think you're right. I think Saquon's going to win on the ground. So I'm also going to go with Philly. And off the back of Saquon, I don't know if this is going to be a good passing game, and I don't know if this is going to settle the narrative in Philadelphia. Hopefully it does because I'm sick of it. I'm absolutely sick of it. I love being a Philadelphia fans. I love being fans with other Philadelphia fans, but sometimes they're just frustrating because
Right.
like calling for Nick's job, he has to win the playoff. He has to win the NFC Championship game to keep his job. It's like you're on 9 game winning streak. You've tied for the longest winning streak in Philadelphia history. You're 11-2 for the for pretty much the third time in a row. You're made the playoffs the fourth time in a row, first time ever
Hmm.
as a coach for Philadelphia. Like every time he makes a mistake, it's on Nick Sirianni. Every time the team does well, it's not on Nick Sirianni. It's on Harry Roseman or the coordinators. Just sorry, ranting will happen. Right?
All
Yeah.
right, brother. Let's So we're both going with Philadelphia to win this game. That's a
Yes.
pretty
Yes.
good one
Yes.
though. We got now Sunday night football. Green Bay Packers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Who you got in this one, TJ? It should be a good one. Geno Smith and Jordan Love.
It really would. It really is.
Hmm.
I'm gonna. I'm gonna trust my gut. I'm gonna go with Seattle Seahawks. I
Damn
don't know
you.
why. I was gonna go with Green Bay Packers there. Like that was my normal. Like you see the game, you go, "Oh, it's Green Bay," but
Yeah.
generally, just now, something deep inside me went, "No, go Seattle."
Yep. Yep. Yep.
What
Uh,
about you?
I'm Seattle as well. That's why I said damn you.
Oh,
I'm
damn!
going Seattle as well. I thought you was going Pittsburgh, but I mean I thought you was going Green Bay. But but while I'm going with Seattle, man, I think they're feeling themselves right now. 8-5,
Yeah.
and they're on a roll right now, and they're feeling good. And I think, look, I've got JSN as my flex,
Oh,
and he has been on a tear the last six
yeah.
or seven games as being that third receiver, or now number two. Now he's kind of overlocking, but still he's still the baby of the three. Is But so all this attention going on to towards Metcalf and Lockett, rightfully so. JSN has been having a tear the last 6 or 7 weeks now of the season. He's done me very well in my flex position in fantasy. A gym, he's a gym I found. Anyways, that being said, though, their offense, and even without Walker, Charbonnet or whatever, he came in last week and
Charbonnet.
he ran all over Arizona. And I feel like Seattle being at home, prime time, they don't get many of those anymore. But prime time game at home, under the bright lights, yeah, give me Seattle and that 12 man going crazy again. Now that they're winning the division, remember like
Hmm.
was about 2 months ago when Geno Smith said I think that the 12th man is dead or whatever, something like that. And
Oh,
yeah, and the fans,
controversial.
were pissed off about that. Well, now winning cures everything. They've been winning, and I feel like that 12th man is gonna go dumb Sunday night
Hmm.
football and give me the Seahawks in a good one against Green Bay.
No, fair. I get it. I get it. Well, like I said, that's more reasoning than what I gave. So I appreciate that.
Bears versus Vikings, you guys. Monday night football has a double header. Matter of fact, for which is weird. I don't know why they're still doing double headers this late in the year, but
It's just because there's no buys.
I guess so, man. Bears versus Vikings. Give me Minnesota. The Bears are
Yeah.
just. I mean, Caleb Williams is playing decent over the last month and some change of the season. He's had now multiple games of 2 touchdowns, no INTs. I think what 4 games straight now, something like that.
Mhm.
So he's playing okay. But this team itself, they're just dead in the water, man. Minnesota, they keep finding a way to win these games and keep getting these easy opponents. They're gonna go with Minnesota to win this one for Monday Night Football.
Which is fair, and yeah, no, that's fair. And like I said, Minnesota's it's so weird because of the Sam Donald situation. Sam Donald's walked himself into a hefty contract with. I don't think it's going to be with the Vikings. I don't think so. I think another team will pay Sam Donald. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be a Viking next year. I don't think they want to challenge JJ.
I would,
I
hell
think that
yeah. Crazy. Hey man, ain't trying to hurt nobody's feelings, man. Damn, the feelings is about winning.
fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. But no, Minnesota should win this game. The Bears, there's something there. I think there is something there.
There
Obviously,
is, there
Caleb
is,
Williams
yeah,
has
there is.
shown that why he should have been a first round pick. I think he has shown that. It's just obviously history's repeat themselves, and they can't bloody pick a good head coach. So yeah,
I know one
Minnesota should win
thing.
this
I
game.
wish we could flex Monday night football games. They don't do that.
Well,
Atlanta
no, you've got an
versus
option for the. Oh yeah.
Atlanta versus Las Vegas, man. Falcons and the Raiders. Monday night football, the second game. If I were to call a game, it's probably gonna be Bears and Vikings. I'm not calling that Falcons Raiders game. That's gonna be
No,
But
oh gosh, you don't hate yourself, do you? Are
yeah,
you
oh
okay?
yeah. I love myself.
I was gonna say if I saw you streaming this game, I might have called for emergency
Yeah, I
therapy.
appreciate that, man. That's why y'all was looking out for me. Who you got in this one, man? Atlanta or Las Vegas?
Oh, Atlanta. Atlanta wants to win where Vegas absolutely wants to lose. I think Vegas currently has the number one pick, and obviously they want Shadir Sanders, where Atlanta's still trying to go for the division. They're not going to get it. I think that's Tampa Bay's
Yep.
there to win. Um, this is going to be a horrible game. This will be a game with many, many three and outs and a lot of punting. But I think Atlanta should win.
Yeah, give me. I'm going to Atlanta as well. For all your reasons that you said, they're in the division hunt. They've lost what is it 4 in a row now or 5 in a row? What have they lost? It's been bad right now for Atlanta. It's
Well, they're
been
6 and 7.
bad.
I think it is
Was it
four in
four
a row.
four
Hold
in a
on.
row? I believe they lost. Man, I mean it's tough
Let's have a
sledding. They
look.
better get it
One,
together.
two, three. Yep, four in a row. You're spot on.
They better get it together, man. The Raiders, you right, like you said, they look just lose, baby, lose. That's all they're saying. Just lose, baby. Just lose, man. And yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna go we're both on Atlanta. Who is gonna be your Week 15 locks, man? Who is your
Oh
lock?
gosh, I forgot about that. Sorry.
Nah, nothing wrong with that. Week 15 locks, y'all. Hey, do me a favor. Have I picked? Jesus. Have I picked Baltimore yet?
Ooh,
I feel like I have, but
I feel like they have. Hold on.
it seems
Niners, Detroit, Houston, Green Bay, Chicago, Philly. Yeah, have picked Baltimore. Yeah, you
I about to
picked
say
them in week 8.
I knew that. It felt too good to be true. All right. Well, okay. I'm gonna go back to my original. Then. Did I? Do you see Arizona there?
I don't think you picked Arizona, but we both won last week. So
Yeah.
you're sitting at 10-4. I'm sitting at 11-3.
Let's go. Let's go.
Baltimore, Rams, Atlanta, Washington, Dallas, Tampa Bay, Chargers. You haven't picked Arizona.
Going Cardinals over the Patriots. But every time I
Ooh,
battle with the Patriots, they screw me over. But we're gonna try one more time, y'all. Going with Arizona.
fair enough. Fair enough. That makes sense. That makes sense. Uh, do I go with it? I'm coming. Bear with me. Have I picked Baltimore?
Oh man, if you ain't picked
Oh,
Baltimore,
I've also picked Baltimore. We
I'm
picked
about to
Baltimore
say,
at the same time.
I'm about to say, man, you ain't picked Baltimore. God dog it. That's a layup for you.
Yeah, no, I picked them. We picked them at the same time,
Okay,
apparently.
they must be playing somebody really sorry then. For us to both pick them.
Um, this is a hard one. This is actually one of those. Oh, this is going to be a risk.
Uh-oh.
I've got one game on you, so I'm going to risk it.
You definitely have you do good with your wrist so far this year.
I'm going to go with Carolina.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what I
Let's
mean.
go, man. All right, I like that.
Um,
Carolina.
I'm going to go with Carolina there against Dallas. Dallas, I think's horrible, and they're sparring.
All right, I like this. Our Week 15 locks, you guys. I'm going with Arizona over New England. Lock it up. And of course, TJ's
Yep.
going with Carolina over Dallas. Lock it up, you guys.
That
All
felt
right.
weird.
All right. That is it for episode 56. Here's our closing messages. If you guys want to go back to all of our talks that we had, we broke down the
I've
Bills
I've got a.
beating the Rams, and I mean the Rams beating the Bills. Excuse me. We broke down,
Mhm.
you know, the Jets and Aaron Rodgers. What's happening next year with that, and what's going on with the Chiefs? All those miracles they keep having, and of course our picks and predictions for Week 15, y'all. So please. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. What's up, TJ?
I've got a question for you, good sir. I struggle to get college football over here. I totally don't have to do something dodgy, but I know that the Heisman finalists have been announced,
Hmm.
obviously being Dylan Gabriel, Travis Hunter, Alshon Gently, and Cam Ward. Who do you think is Heisman? Because I obviously watched some comedy sketch, and Travis Hunter I know plays two positions, but I don't know if he plays them well. And a lot of jokes is that he's
He
not the best wide receiver or the best corner.
he plays them well. He plays them very well.
Oh, does
Yeah,
he?
yeah. I don't know why he wasn't the finalist for the Jim Thorpe Award, which is like best cornerback or best secondary. Yeah, he's damn good. Oh, he's the number one pick for a reason. Like,
Oh,
'cause
generally, it's not just the fact that he can be
no, no,
two
no, no,
positions.
no.
He's good at
He
both
plays
positions.
them very well. That's why he's the number one overall pick next year, depending on the team. You know,
Yeah.
yeah, he is that damn good, and that's why he's going to win the Heisman. Now, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
Oh.
oh, it's facts. He's already like a heavy favorite to win it. He's like a minus 500 to win it. Like
Oh gosh, I thought it was gently.
no, no. Now that's who I
Genty?
think deserves it.
Oh,
One
controversy.
because what he means more to his team. He has his team in the playoffs, right? And he's trying to break a college football record from Barry Sanders,
What record's
uh,
that? Rushing.
most rushing yards in a season.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So we might get college and NFL record broken
we
this year.
might, yeah, we might. So my thing is, in the, I'm hoping that Gentry wins it, but he's not. It's gonna go to Travis Hunter, but rightfully so. You can't go wrong with either or. And obviously Gentry plays for Boise State, which is a G5
Mhm.
program. They're out of the Power Four. They're not in the Power Four, so that means he doesn't get a lot of recognition, a lot of national attention. As far as
God,
Hunter,
yeah.
he's with Deion Sanders. Is Deion Sanders' guy, and but deservedly so. The kid is a monster. He's a beast at receiver. He is a beast at cornerback. His true position is the cornerback position, but
Oh, you reckon?
oh, it is. I mean, he's a cornerback at heart. He's the best cornerback in the game right now. You know,
Damn.
but receiver, yeah, he's not the best receiver. I give y'all that. He's still a great receiver though. I mean, dude had over 1,000 yards receiving. You know,
Jeez.
yeah. On top of that, with 5 interceptions. You know what I'm saying? And he only gave up one touchdown all year. One touchdown all
One
year.
touchdown
One
only.
touchdown.
So is it the situation once he gets to the NFL that'll be, yeah, no, you're playing
No,
corner.
no, there. So it'll be more corner, and but he'll still play a lot of receiver. If you know what I mean.
Got ya.
He's different. He's your different breed now. Where you had Dion that had like a package for him playing receiver. This dude can play the receiver position. Like he's averaging over 120 snaps per game. You know,
Wow.
like the most dude,
120 snaps.
dude. Like a month ago, he had 177 snaps he played.
And he's alive?
And he's alive. The dude is conditioned out of this world. and he's just he's very good. He's very special. So he's basically going to the Patriots next year, or the
Yes,
or the
yes,
Jaguars. But I'm going to go with Patriots right now. So the first team that doesn't need a quarterback, he's going to that team.
yes. Currently, the number one pick is the Jags. Sorry, the Raiders, who obviously Shadir Sanders. I think New York Jets, Giants are the second pick, and I think it's Ward is the QB they're going for.
Probably so. You never know.
And then it's the Patriots, who does currently have
And they'll get
Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter. Yeah. So pound for pound, Hunter's the number one overall prospect, but he might go third or second because of need.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah. But I think the best player though, the best player in college football is Gentry from Boise State. He's the best
Fair
player.
enough.
He's gonna be a top 10 pick. There's rumors that saying Dallas wants him. If they get a top 10 pick, he's going to Dallas. I
Oh, we
think
can't allow that.
yeah, but he's a beast though. I even heard in New Orleans a couple of columnists saying that the Saints might want to get him, and I'm fine with
Do
that
you
too.
want a QB?
We want a QB, yeah,
Surely.
but if we're like borderline outside the top 10, he's there. Get him because I don't want any quarterback that's outside of that.
Is it a massive drop off? Is it
Yeah.
drop off?
It's a massive drop off because those 4 or 5 quarterbacks are going top 9, top 10.
Oh,
Yeah, you know. So after that, I'm good on that.
damn, damn.
But yep, that was it, man. So we're done, man. Thank y'all for showing love and support, man. Hit that like button once again. Hit that subscribe button to come join USC Nation. We're just less than 20 away from our goal of 3,000 subscribers, and we got a lot of good stuff coming off of you guys when we hit the 3,000 subscriber plateau. Uh, for my homegirl PJ, who's been very, very quiet today, by the way. You've been super quiet.
It, who, me?
No,
Oh,
PJ.
no, TJ.
Yo, she's been quiet, man. She said she's sleeping.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sleeping too.
Oh, got you, got you.
Yeah. We're not
Got it.
2 o'clock in the morning asleep,
Wait,
Like,
PJ, is it your soul that you sold for the Chiefs? I know you like winners. Is it you?
she
Are
said.
you the reason the Chiefs keep winning?
She said if I sold my soul, we'd be undefeated right now. So it wasn't me. She said that one loss would not have happened.
Got it. I imagine that's also 10 extra Super Bowls on it as well.
Oh, probably. She said, we'll find out. No
We'll
comment.
find out. Oh,
All
got
right,
it,
y'all.
got it. I
We're
see.
done, man. For the homegirl PJ, I'm your host, Carlos Clay. This is the main man to my right, Mr. TJ Tracy. And we're out of here for episode 56 of Tuesdays with TJ, the NFL podcast, all sports fans. You guys know what time it is. Stay smart, stay uneducated. Peace. Love you, mama. Love you guys. All right, TJ, have a blessed night, brother. Love you, man. And we'll see you guys next week for episode 57. We're out of here.
Ah, have a great night, everyone. Stay safe in this crazy world.